Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back to work on a new journal. So I told you I was going to use this packaging because it's just kind of neat. You know, it's kind of got little bits of padding in it, and it's just an Amazon packaging, obviously. Excuse me. And I'm going to sew these two pieces together. I'm going to turn it inside out, just to make it easier to cover. Otherwise I have to worry about this stuff. The first thing I want to do is tell you what size these are. They are 13 inches this way and 9 1/8 this way. 9 1/8 by 13. I want to put a 1-inch spine in the middle. I'm going to end up sewing the center, but before I do that I need to cover these because I want to make this a pocket here on both ends. Now, do I want to have it covered on the inside, or is it okay being packaging in there? Let's see. I think I'll cover it, but I think maybe I'll put something a little lighter in here because I want to be able to. You want to be able to see inside there to see what's down in the bottom of the piece. I think that's what you want. We are using this pad from the paper studio. It's called Amanda. There's 10 designs, 3 of each paper. And we went over that in the last video. This one has a total of 30 sheets and it's pearl on a cardstock. So it's a pretty good thickness here. What else do you need to know? You need to know that I have also picked this one up at Michael's the other day because I talked about using gold and foil. And this one was very pretty. Look at this beautiful this vellum sheet here. And then it just has some pretty little papers. Now I probably won't use that one as much as I might use this one for a pocket, and that one. This was in the 50% off aisle. That one would be a good one. That'd be okay. Not my favorite. Some gold. Now that would be pretty on the inside, wouldn't it? And a rose gold. And just a plain gold and a plain black. Now the plain gold would be good on the inside as well. So we might do that. Because it still kind of looks like packaging. It's kind of a linen almost type paper. So let's peel that off. And we're going to start on the inside pocket. And I have a 1-inch line drawn in here. 1/2 inch from the center on each side to make 1 inch. So I'm not going to cover that piece with any paper. And it can go edge to edge, but I don't want it to go over. Do I? No. So I'm going to cut it off there and right here. Cut that in half. that little piece off there. It'll be somewhere in the right neighborhood. I'm going to start my timer. Oh. There we go. If it keeps working, we'll use it. If it doesn't, we won't use it. How's that sound? And let's see. I'm going to use glue stick and glitter glue. This glue stick is a Scotch Create. They used to call it Scotch Create glue stick permanent, but it's not called that anymore actually. It's just called Scotch permanent glue stick. I've tried the blue glue sticks. I don't like them. They go on blue. It's a Scotch. I like my Scotch. What can I say? So, anyway, I didn't like it. I just didn't feel that it did a sufficient job. So we're just covering the inside, just so that pocket is nice and covered in there. Okay, so I'm going to do the other other three sides, and I'll come right back. Okay, all of those pieces are covered on the inside of the paper. So now we need to cover the edges here and here on each end, and then I'm going to put them together, and we're going to cover this piece with a washi tape. So, same washi tape. You can see it's coming off its roll, or has come off of its roll. Scissors, please. And if I can divide this between here and there, that is what I would like to do. I wonder if I should have put the... No, I shouldn't. Nope. I'm doing it right. We'll go over this one more time. So I can get both sides all gluey. We're going to start that one right about there. Let's see. Let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Oh dear, I'm stuck. I'm trying to catch that center line on it. Missed right there. Okay, let's try it this way. Because it just has that little center line on it. I'll have to re-glue that one. And I just want to fold it over. I'm just reinforcing the edge of the pocket and covering the area where you could peek in and see the packaging. Okay, glue stick is on the floor. So we'll pick that up. And let's cover another one. So I'm doing half of this because it's so wide, and then I'll do the other half. Now let's see if I can carefully place it down there. Oh, of course I can't. Aha! Yes, I can. I can do it. And there we go. Nice lined pocket. Get rid of these tapes. Yeah, looking good. I do have to re-glue this one because I pulled the packaging up there. I'm going to glue it anyway. Sew it on the edges. Just so you know. That part's going to get done too. Maybe not in this video. Okay, next one. Need that one. I need that one. Concentrating. That's why I'm so quiet. I'm concentrating. Everything's sticking down here because I've got glue on my fingers. Okay, right about there to there. I got paper on my fingers. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Did I make you dizzy? One more of those, huh? about it for this glue stick too. It's getting down there. My fingers are too gluey. I have gluey fingers. It's fairly close. It's not as close as I would like, but I'm not going to pull it back up this time like I did before. Fold it over. I know this seems like the long way, but it's because I want the inside of the envelope to look nice like the outside of the book. Okay, now we need to take a look at this. Let's see what we're going to do next. I think I'll go ahead and maybe I won't stitch this part. Maybe this part's okay. If I was going to stitch it, I think I would need to put my covers on. No, because I can stitch my covers separately. Okay. So let's... I need to flip this way. They don't feel even. Nope, they go the other way. They're off a little bit, but hey, what can I say? Okay. I think I'll go ahead and stitch this together down the sides. So let's pull the sewing machine over. First, let's do this. That and this. This is just a baby lock sewing machine. I'm just going to do a straight stitch on it, but I want it to be a little longer stitch. So that's a 1. But I want my needle in the middle, so I'm going to move it to a 2. And just going to bring my stitch out a little bit, I think. We'll try that. If that doesn't work, we'll change it. On the back stitch, I'm using black thread, by the way. If you can't see it. I'm not taking it all the way to the edge. I'm just sewing it together. See, just a simple straight stitch. Now I'm going to do the same thing down this side. got stuck on the washi tape. And it doesn't seem to like those little styrofoamy glops in there. Okay, so far so good. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. We have a nice little pocket there. Very good. That's what I wanted, was a nice little pocket. Let me throw those little papers away. And I threw my scissors over there. They don't belong over there. I know that. Okay. Now, what next? I think we'll put our washi tape down the center. So I have my center line. Just going to put that on the 10 at the top and bottom, and then I'm going to mark at 9.5 and 10.5. That is where my washi tape needs to go. Do I want to cover that first, or do I want to cover this first? I guess that part's actually okay, but I'm going to cover it anyway. Okay. So this is about a 1-inch washi tape, so it's going to go right down between those two. And that will be where we put our signatures in. And I want this to go over the edge. Doesn't really need to though, because I'm going to go over the edge with this washi tape all the way around, all top and bottom. Sorry, top and bottom, top and bottom. I hope you're got your thinking cap on, everybody. Boy, mine is on. I think. Ugh. Peel that off. Okay, you're going to be stubborn. So am I. There, take that. Okay. How much wider is that? Just slightly wider, which is fine. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be good. Clip that off. And then we're going to end up stitching right down here. I'm going to put these on first, I think. 2 of those. All right. Hello, washi tape. Oh my goodness sake. There it is. There you are, my friend. See, not so bad. Oh, look at that. Help. It does have a mind of its own, let me tell you. There you go. That's how you do it. I guess just like that. Pull this over. Not too tight. You don't want to bend it out of shape like I did right there. I gave it a little bit too much of a bend. Oh no. Look at that. Now I got to repair that. Guess it won't matter. It's going to get mostly covered anyway. And we can still open our envelope. That's good. Well, it's like an envelope right now, isn't it? There, that works. It's just because I'm trying to line it up on the line on the washi tape as best as I can. I'll be more careful when I fold it over this time. I do have gold thread. I thought about using that. Let's go this way. Much easier. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, now I want to stitch right down here, and that is going to actually give me the rolly part of my spine is in between these two. See? That'll look nice. Okay, so right down through here, and then right down through here. Eek! Hope I can do it. Yeah, the gold thread would have been nice, huh? Okay, so I'm going to try to line my needle up correctly. And we take in consideration bad vision. I have a vision on how I want it to be, but my eye vision is not as good as it used to be. That is not it. That is not it at all. I am off. But it might work. It might just work. We'll find out. I have to put my foot back on my machine. This foot always pops off. It's the only thing I don't like about it is I can't get the foot to stay on. Okay, right like that. I'll try to do better this time. Kind of hard with that shiny gold poking up in your eye. I did not backstitch it. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. Oh, I forgot to lengthen my stitch back out. Darn it. Oh, Angie, what do you do? Okay, now we are going to just on the inside of that thread. No, just on the outside of that thread, or on the thread, we have to make our spine available. I just want to see if I can get it to go in there. Yeah, this one is quite crooked, but we're gonna put it in there anyway. Doesn't matter if you have it this side or that side, either way, we're going to make it work. Whoops. Not glued so well, is it? Okay, so now we have a nice soft spine in there that'll bend with the pages. So you can see it's not going to be a giant journal, just a nice little packaging journal. And what next? Hopefully I got these even. They're fairly even. Okay, so when we come back next time, we will go ahead and put the papers on the front and the back and the inside. And then we'll put a little piece of fabric in here for the pages to attach to the signatures. Yeah. This washi tape is mostly just to cover up this packaging where the styrofoam stuff was peeking out. So that's why I did it that way. Now if the spine remains too wanting to keep going back to this, what I'll do is I'll score it several places, about every 1/8 of an inch, and it'll give it a spine that'll be smooth and rounded. So, kind of rounded. Because that's what I want. I want it kind of rounded, but see, it pokes out right there, so I probably need to give it a couple more scores. But we'll see, because we're going to put our signatures on each side of that. Or maybe we do one signature and call it good. Don't know. We'll find out. Okay, thank you for joining me for the beginning of this little project. I hope it doesn't take too many videos, but you know me. I like to show you everything. And I guess that's why mine is a little different than everybody else's, because I'm going step by step and showing you what I do. So that's what I have for today. I appreciate you joining me, and I will see you in the very next video. Ta-ta for now.